just starting and want to learn the first step to approach this posture safely. Go do your warm-up. If you need help with that, check the video link on the box below. After, I will see you here on the mat. Let's begin lengthening the spine in forward fold. Hold your elbows and pulse up and down and maybe swing side to side. Start bending your legs one by one. Keep the connection between your thighs and your belly and drop your hands to the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to have a steady balance on your hands and feet. Bend one leg at a time and feel the stretch on your hamstrings. Take time on each leg. Feel the lengthening on the back of your legs and also on your spine, all the way from the lower back towards your head. We're going to go for some cats and cows in this forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forwards, and when you exhale, you fold forwards again, looking towards your belly. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. If you can, you're going to keep your legs straight, otherwise it's fine to bend your knees. Repeat this movement a few more times, trying to lengthen your spine and the back of your legs. On your next inhalation, look forwards and grab your big toes. Lengthen your spine, and on the exhale, fold forward. Use your hands onto your feet to pull and direct the top of your head towards your feet. Bring the weight towards your toes. Keep lengthening and stretching the back of the legs. On your next inhale, release your feet, bring your hands to the floor, shoulder distance apart, and walk back into downward facing dog. Walk a little bit on this posture and then hold it for a couple of breaths, trying to find more length on your spine, opening the chest, and trying to drop your heels down to stretch the back of your legs. Drop your knees down to the floor and bring your elbows down. Cup the outside of your elbows with your hands to measure the distance, and then align your wrist with your elbows. We're gonna do some shoulder shrugs in this position. Drop your chest down between your arms, and then press the floor, separate the shoulder blades, and roll your upper back. Repeat this from 10 to 20 times to warm up your shoulders and also to strengthen your shoulder joint. Try to keep your belly in and the rest of your spine in a neutral position. Keep looking forwards, keep the neck long in line with the rest of your spine. We're going now into dolphin pose, so tuck your toes and lift your hips up. Push the floor. You can look towards your toes or you can look between your wrists. Walk your feet closer and keep pushing the floor. Keep lifting. Try not to collapse. Don't let your head drop down to the floor. Keep lifting. Use your core strength to lift up from your hips. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and a long neck. Bring your feet closer towards your elbows as much as you can, always with this lifting sensation from the hips and the belly. Relax your neck, relax your face, and keep a long spine. Slowly walk back into downward facing dog and open your hands as wide as the mat. You can grip on the mat if you feel it sliding. Also open your feet wide as the mat and lift your heels up. Now we're gonna bring the forehead and the top of the head towards the ground, arching the back and stretching the shoulders and the upper back. Lift your heels as high as possible and hold the posture for about 5 breaths. Drop your knees down, release your shoulders doing some shoulder rotations, and get ready for some dolphin push-ups. So come back into your dolphin posture. Take the measurements between your elbows, lift your hips up, and from this dolphin posture, press your hands on the floor and lift both elbows off the ground at the same time into downward dog. Press down into dolphin pose. Don't let your elbows open out each time you drop down. As your forearms come down to the mat, externally rotate your arms to avoid opening the elbows out. Focus on the rotation of your forearms and your shoulders. Let's go for 5. 1, and push down. 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Walk back into a dolphin plank or low plank. Round your upper back, and you're gonna pulse back and forwards, lifting your hips slightly up and coming back into plank. Go for 10 reps. Keep engaging your core at all times. Try to keep your elbows and your shoulders and your wrist aligned. So every time you come back to lower plank, your arms go into 90 degrees alignment. Press your toes firmly on the floor, squeeze your butt, tighten your legs, and watch your posture. After you finish with 10 reps, we're gonna rest in puppy pose. So keep your knees aligned with your hips and slowly walk your hands forwards, trying to reach all the way down with your chest. If it's okay for your neck, drop your chin and look forwards. Take a few more breaths in this puppy pose position. On your next exhalation, slowly come back to your hands and knees and find your dolphin position. Walk forwards as close as you can with your feet towards your elbows. Take a deep inhale, lift your hips and your belly up, and bring your right leg up. We're gonna hold the leg up for about 5 breaths. Keep pushing the floor, do not let your head drop down, and keep your shoulders away from your ears. Find a nice line from your foot to your hip to your shoulders. Come down, take a deep breath, and switch legs. If you need, you can take child pose between each leg. Again, hold here for about 5 breaths, continuously pushing the ground with your arms. Drop your knees down and walk your hands forward. Stay on your fingertips, drop your head down, and round your back into a hollow body position. This posture will lengthen the sides of your body and all the length of your spine. So keep pushing the floor and sucking your belly in and up for about 5 to 10 breaths. Keep pressing the floor and finding length. Keep your core active. And slowly walk your hands back and find again the alignment for dolphin pose. We're gonna repeat the leg lift, this time going up to the tip of the toes and reaching even higher with that upper leg. So walk your feet closer, lift now your left leg first, and lift your right heel off the ground as high as possible. Try to create a long line. Come back down, switch sides. Heel up, only the toes touching the floor. Keep lifting from your core and pressing the floor. Shoulders away from the ears all the time. Come down, drop your knees. This time we're gonna rest in puppy pose with the variation of hands in prayer position. So bring your elbows as close to each other as you can. Look between your elbows and drop your chest down. Try to keep your hips on top of your knees as much as possible and keep dropping your chest actively down towards your mat. this posture will open up your upper back and your shoulders. We stay here 5 to 10 breaths. After that, come back to your hands and knees and find your dolphin pose. We're gonna go from low plank, walking forward into dolphin pose, and then walking back into low plank again. This exercise strengthens your arms, shoulders, core, everything you need to get ready for Pincha Mayurasana. Make sure to keep pushing the ground, keep lifting up, and keep your shoulders far away from your ears. Get ready for 5 reps. Walking forwards into dolphin pose and back to low plank. That's 1. Keep lifting and engaging your core all the time. Look between your wrists and keep your shoulders active. Complete 5 repetitions, and when you reach your last lower plank, hold for 5 breaths. After your plank hold, drop your knees down, walk your hands forwards and come into puppy pose. First, we're gonna hold puppy pose for a couple of breaths to get into the posture, and then we're gonna prepare for extended puppy pose. Try to drop your chest down, tuck your toes, look forwards in between your hands and lift your knees up, straightening your legs. Hold for 5 to 10 breaths. And to release the posture, simply slide your feet back, drop down into your belly, and relax your hips for a little bit. We are going to prepare for some dolphin kicks up. So when you're ready, come back to your knees, place your forearms down, lift the hips up into dolphin pose. Bring your right leg up, bend your left knee for momentum, and then kick up with control. Notice that I keep my legs splitted to have more control on this kick. Look one more time. Try 3 kicks on each side. Come down and catch your breath in child pose. Next, we're gonna try to stay up and balance in Pincha Mayurasana or forearm stand. So I lift my leg up, a little kick, and first start with the legs splitted and slowly close them up. Keep pushing the floor and stack your hips on top of your shoulders, looking between your hands. Take a break and then go again. Try also kicking up with your other leg. You can keep your legs in a split position to make the balance a little bit easier. And you can try a bow and arrow bending only one leg, like I'm showing here. Don't rush to find the balance. Take your time and work on your foundation. Thank you so much for joining today's tutorial. I hope you learned something good and then you feel more stable and more confident on this arm balance. Please leave your comments below if you try it, and before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button,